I told my husband I'm divorcing him through a Reddit post. Hey, Stefan, maybe now you'll finally listen. This is how my story begins. On Reddit, the one place my husband loves more than his own family. By the time you're reading this, Stefan, I'll be gone. I've packed everything, spoken to the landlords, and even covered next month's rent. Don't bother rushing home to stop me. It's too late. But let me tell you why I had to take such a drastic step. I'm 29, and I've been married to Stefan for 5 years. We've been together for almost a decade. To the outside world, our life seemed picture perfect. But behind closed doors, it was a nightmare. And it wasn't just Stefan. His mother, my monster-in-law, made sure of that. From day one, she made me feel small. She wore white to our wedding, called me fat at family gatherings, and even threw out a precious necklace from my late grandmother. And what did Stefan do every single time? Nothing. Not a word. Not even when I begged him to stand up for me. And then there's Stefan himself. You'd think a husband would support his pregnant wife, right? Wrong. While I was 5 months along, he spent more time rating women's assets on Reddit than being present for me. He even missed our baby's first ultrasound because his mom needed help fixing her Wi-Fi. The final straw? It came a few weeks ago. Stefan suggested that his mom, yes, the same woman who belittles me, should watch our baby girl when we go back to work. When I said I wasn't comfortable with that, he snapped. He called me paranoid and told me to get over it. This is the same woman who believes in corporal punishment, who has hit kids in her care and thinks it's completely fine. At that moment, I realized something heartbreaking. If he wouldn't stand up for me, how could I expect him to protect our daughter? I couldn't let her grow up in a home where she might be belittled or worse, hurt, while her father just looked the other way. So I did what I had to do. I packed my things, contacted a lawyer, and left. I even took screenshots of all the texts and messages as proof. And before I walked out that door, I decided to leave him the one thing he cared about the most, this Reddit post. Stefan, if you're reading this, I hope you finally understand what you've lost. Your wife, your child, and any chance of fixing what you broke. I wish you and the women of Reddit, whose ratings you're so obsessed with, all the best. Because you'll never deserve the life you could have had with us. So, am I the asshole for leaving a husband who let me down time and time again? Who prioritized his mother and strangers on the internet over his family? Or was I right to put my future and my daughter's future first? I'll let you decide.